Welcome to another episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Joey Seifert,
How you doing,
Steve
Staxx?
Bullets.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
Staxx.
Good.
What's good, bro?
Good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
And
having me back on the show.
we got a couple of other people that are gonna join us in a little bit. You guys want to give them a quick rundown about who you are and where you're from? And
Go ahead, Steve.
I already been on, so go ahead, Joel. You go first.
All right.
yep, people don't know who you are.
Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
what-
From Chicago, we got a book that's being re-released called Deadly Associates, and a documentary. It's a 2-hour documentary on the Reels channel coming out. We're hoping by Christmas time.
And what association did you have, or with the Chicago outfit? Like what association caused you to write that book? And
So the association was through my dad, Daniel Seifert. So that was before I was born. It started with basically he was working with Joe Lombardo, Tony Spilotro, Herb Weiner, and they got tied up with siphoning money from the Teamsters pension fund through the casinos and stuff.
wow, so he was involved with some heavy things.
Yeah, and that kind of went south, and they killed him for it.
Wow.
It got covered up for 40 plus years.
And you were around when they did that, right?
Yeah, I was 4. My mom was there, and I was there.
Wow, man. I'm
The
sorry
day that
for your
everything
loss.
happened. Thanks.
That's pretty it's
Am
pretty
I
deep.
missing anything here, or I just jumped?
How you doing, man?
Hey, if he was talking about his father's death, man, it was huge in Chicago. It was huge back in the 70s, right?
Yeah, 74.
I mean, we were kids in school. My dad was, with Johnny DeFranz and the outfit. He comes home from work. I says, "Did you hear what happened? Did you hear what happened?" He goes, "What?" I said, "Did you hear that guy got shot in Bensonville? The mobsters are, they killed him." I said, "What happened?" I started asking. He says, "Don't ask no quick. Forget about it. Just forget about it." So it was huge when I was a kid. It impacted a lot of guys.
And that's how everybody handled it for 40 plus years until the FBI showed up at my mom's house first. And that was in 2005-ish, somewhere right around there for the family secrets trial.
Yeah, I've had
there was nothing, you couldn't find anything out.
I've had Frank on my show.
Junior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they really didn't have any information about who did it? Is that what you mean?
No, I mean they showed up at Lombardo's house that night. So I think they had, obviously a good idea, but I mean, the mob was power. They had some power back in the day, and things went quiet for a long time.
I mean, to stop it. In those days, the Chicago outfit had everything. They had the mayor, they had the politicians, they had the coppers, they had everything. A hit like that, if that happened today, you'd have FBI, you'd have crawling all over the city. That happened as soon as it happened. They tried to bury it, forget about it, and it was just so devastating. But the outfit, Joey Lombardo and those guys were protected in this city. We're a world of its own in this town. And since then, it hasn't changed much. It hasn't changed much.
Yeah, I mean they had feds and police working with them.
Yeah,
So
they had people on the payroll. So
yeah, it was easy for them to cover stuff up.
It was.
Yeah, he was out in the spotlight, Lombardo, right?
No, he was always pretty quiet. I mean, Frank's more from that time period, so he could fill you in a little bit more. But
right, I hung around. Green and Western they call it the curbstones Green and Western. Steve should know because right?
He's got the bad connection.
Yeah, breaking up a little bit.
Anyway, Lumpy used to ride around the neighborhood to be sure everything's in order. He'd ride around. You wouldn't even know it's him. He had a Panama hat on, sunglasses. He'd ride the neighborhood. That was his island. Grand Ave. Grand and West.
Ride the neighborhood like on his bike.
Yeah.
Really?
Right? Wow.
A pedal
loved it.
bike?
Yeah, but a bicycle.
Wow.
Walking like a Schwinn, you know?
Hey, Bill, he used
Monsters.
to drive the neighborhood. He was a young boy, Joey. He used to come up to us. He says, I want no, N-word. He wouldn't, don't have him coming around here. He saw him playing in the basketball courts at Smith Park. He sent, I think, Paulie Korlock, I hope I can say his name. He sent some guys over to cut down the basketball hoops because he didn't want him around. That neighborhood was his jewel, and he was protected there, and he was like a god. He's like a
folk hero still in that neighborhood.
Still, there's guys named Joey.
It's an Italian neighborhood, right?
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It's still, man. Go ahead.
But he took care of the neighborhood, like people in the neighborhood. If people needed food, he gave them food. Kids needed bikes, he gave them bikes. All that stuff.
Everything. Everything.
We got Dominic Capone.
Look.
I don't even have to know what you guys are talking about. As soon as I heard he took care of people, I knew right away what you guys are talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's
How
up?
you doing, man?
I'm good. What's up, guys? What's up, Steve?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Dom?
Nothing. What's up, Pally? How you been?
Going along.
Same shit.
Same
You
crap.
got the bad connection.
You want to give a quick synopsis on your life, Dominic?
My life is like a movie. I can tell you that.
It is a movie.
It is a movie.
You're in a new one.
I am in a new one. Yeah, new one coming out on the 28th on
Plug it up.
the Ion Network called a Holiday Witness, and I play the head mob boss. So I'm excited to see that. I got an Illinois Lotto commercial coming out next month too. Now we'll see what happens. I got a couple other things up my sleeve, but I don't want to count it too fast because I jinx myself all the time. I've been doing it for 25 years.
I'm the same way, man. I don't want to count all my eggs, man.
As soon as I start telling someone I got something, it's like you don't get it, And then when you don't care and you're just like, I don't care if I get it, whatever. Then all of a sudden they want you. When I audition now for projects, I don't even care. If I'm auditioning for a gangster, I don't even look like a gangster. I wear like flip flops and like a purple hoodie, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm here for an audition for a mobster, and they're like, oh my god, he's wonderful. That's what you got to do now. Otherwise,
not even give a shit.
You just got to smoke a fat cigar, right?
Yeah, you're like too realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is such a thing as being too realistic, by the way.
Too Italian. You look too Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know what they're looking for. You never
Like
know.
the Saints, many Saints in Newark, how they were too much, man. They were just trying too hard.
The problem with people in this industry and I don't want to knock the casting directors. These people don't know what they're looking for because they have no life experience with these type of people. Like here, if I'm a casting director and I'm going to make a movie about Eskimos, I can't do it because I don't know nothing about fucking Eskimos. You know what I mean? So I'm probably not the person.
Definitely, man.
It's brutal. It's brutal who's running the industry right now. They really don't know. Well, you can go in Chicago with the news people. All the news people are from other states. They don't even know the streets in Chicago. I mean, it's just they got the money. They got the money and they got the power.
They don't know. It's sad. I get it. The whole thing, and I don't. With the whole movie industry is, you got to learn how to take rejection, because if you can't take rejection, you'll never last. I've been doing it for 25 years. You hear 25 no's before you hear a yes. I've auditioned for PD time after time, and then I see the person who got the role, and I say to myself, what is going on? I feel like I'm there's like a hidden camera, like this is a joke. And then you say, you know what? You're too good, because there is such a thing as being too good, because when you're too good of an actor, you make the star look bad.
Yeah.
So it's like a girl when they're dating a guy, they date these dorks because it makes them look prettier than they really are.
That's definitely true, man. Yo, do you guys think that the family secrets trial was the biggest thing to like really bring down the Chicago influence of the mob?
I think it was like one of the final nails. Yeah, I think it took down some of the last of the big characters. Not all of them, but you know, a good amount of the last ones. You know.
Bill, you heard mostly what you heard from Calabrese mostly about that trial. There's a lot of stories within the stories. You know, a lot of the active guys that there was a lot of politics involved in that too. I mean, you naturally with the Calabrese going down with Lumbee, you really stuck a knife in the outfit, but. There was a couple of guys that skated from that too.
Yeah, there always is, right?
There was a lot that pleaded out right away. Right. Didn't even make it to the courtroom.
Right. I mean, and you know what? You know what, Bill? A lot of guys don't know in Chicago. The outfit's alive and well in politics. They all got jobs. They all got a lot of the kids. They don't have to shoot or rob people or take gambling. They're all in politics. They got the Democratic Party. I mean, a lot of the outfit guys, kids in Chicago, all got jobs and pensions. Why they gotta, hustle in the street anymore?
Well, I kind of liked it better when the mob would pay people visits in their driveway at night, and things would change a lot quicker the next day.
If these old timers could see their kids and their relatives doing what they're doing, they'd be sick about it. We got a mayor in Chicago that is an insult. It's Lori Lightfoot.
It's disgusting.
You got outfit guys, kids, and their relatives kissing her ass. Kissing her ass. It's insulting, isn't it, Joe? I mean, you see this stuff go on, and you can't believe it. Guys from Elmwood Park, Skippy Saviano, Pete Silvestri, Brad Steve, all these guys are supposed to be gangsters. They pick on us more than they pick on this mayor. Because they get everything. They get contracts. They get money.
Yeah, I'll never sell my soul or forget where I came from. The one thing about me
too.
How much money you give me, I'm never going to stop what I believe in. You'll never get me to stop believing what I believe in for money or anything.
But these guys sell. They sold out Daley, Richie Daley, the son. He was brutal. He allowed all these illegals into the city. The unions are, and I don't want to insult Steve, but these unions are a joke now. They're a joke.
They're not like they used to be at all.
I was in Labor's Local 1001 with Bruno Caruso and his father and Laverty's. I had these old timers, not the kids. The kids got the unions. These old timers took care of you. When you did your work, did your thing, they got you raises, they got you everything. These guys today, we're out resourced. We don't have this, we don't have that. And it's an insult. And the city of Chicago is no longer a city of big shoulders. We got all the illegals running the show. We got the African Americans. They're in every elected position. But yet, you know who controls them? Richie Daley and the Dailies and the Madigans. Yeah, I call them the Irish outfit. That's who controls them. And you ask about Joey Lombardo after his dad was hit. They yawned after the guy was killed. You know what I mean? That's the power these guys had. They had. And they still do.
They had a lot more power in the 70s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the
outfit. That was the heyday of the outfit, for sure.
You had guys like Giancana was still alive.
Yeah.
You had Accardo was still alive. The Spilatros. You had some.
Ayupa.
Ayupa was one of the bosses. Jackie Cerrone. I just wrote about her today.
Yeah,
Jackie Cerrone was the underboss or whatever you want to call him with Accardo. He did what. If Accardo shit, Jackie Cerrone knew it. Jackie Cerrone's son is a big-time lawyer with all the Democrats. His daughter's a judge in Chicago. They made her a judge. So, I mean, it's a simulation into the party. There's no more, juice loans. There's no more gambling. There's drug dealing going on, like Joey knows, with all these gangs and all this other stuff. Because I know he's interviewed people. But this is the days of the sharp, even the Soprano era is a thing of the past. It's taken over by politics.
Yeah, cartels. The cartel has a lot of influence with the drugs coming into the city. And,
big time.
Yeah.
Did we lose Dominic or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like he dropped off. Looked like he's standing outside.
He got cold. It's cold out tonight.
He was going out to the car, right?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he's working at the studio.
Hey,
I think Lightfoot's trying to silence you, Frank.
I think it was the government.
Trying to control you.
I think she digs me.
Just remember that. Just remember this, okay? Yesterday's, or what they say, like the Democrats. I don't know the saying, but there's a saying. My grandfather used to say it before he died, and he would say stuff. He would say like, yesterday's Democrats are today's conservatives or something like that.
Well, here, my dad used to say when we were young, right? We were living in Villa Park at the time. We were hiding all Johnny DeFrance's stuff in our garage, whatever they had. We never could go in the garage. Frankie, they're both assholes. They both steal. They're both stealing. But at least you get a little bit from the Democrats. That's what he used to tell me. I go, okay, Dad, whatever you want me to do, I do it. But as I got older, I saw that party's gone. That party it's been taken over by these fucking weirdos and all these I don't want to say the LGBT, but
millennials, the millennials.
It's a freak show, man. It's like crazy, and I don't know why people in this country are caving in and giving in to these people. They don't even make up 0.25% of the population. It's like me going into a movie theater of 1,000 people, and they change the air conditioning for me, and then everyone else has to suffer.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, small percentage of people. You're right. It's a small. They vote or they steal the votes. One of the two. We don't know. They control the process. They control it. To see what happened in Chicago is so insulting. It's such an embarrassment. It's just I can't deal. Joey knows. I cry to him. I mean, it's just an embarrassment. It's just
like, are they cracking down on the gangs and the cartels like the way they were with the mob back in the day? No, right?
Where's all these undercover guys? Where's these guys that are wearing wires? They don't touch them. They run the fucking show.
Man, you got to let those illegals in. Listen, my family came here too, but the difference is that the people that they're letting in here, they're letting them in just for the votes. It guarantees them votes. When you give people handouts constantly, they'll always vote you in, because as long as you're basically paying them to vote for you the following term election. Yeah. So you're not really getting the votes for the right reasons. It's one way to win a vote because people really believe it,
Back in the day, just to compare it, Old Man Daley and the Kennedys, like in New York, brought in the projects, right? These big, huge cages with thousands of African Americans, bringing them in. Oh, we got you free housing. Well, you know what they want for that free housing? They get the vote. Their vote. And now with the Latinos are the big power. You're letting them in illegal. We're welcoming city. That means they're in. They can do whatever they like. But
you know what, Frank? The ones that are here today that actually make a life for themselves and to better themselves and their family, they don't want the other ones here.
No, they don't.
They don't even want their own people here.
Yeah, that's right. Because they are just the city.
But you can't pick and choose. You can't be like, oh, my ancestors were here, and I can't let the new people that want to come here and can't let them in. Like, what do you do?
Well, here's the thing, and you got to remember something, right? People always bitch and complain. Oh, the Europeans came here and this one came here. Listen, if we didn't come here, we would all be speaking Arabic. You know what I'm saying? Or we be speaking Japanese? Because here's the truth of the matter is, if people aren't taught history anymore in school. when the government took over the education system in the 90s, they took all the curriculums out. They talk about real history. They don't teach people about World War II. They don't teach them about World War I. You know, I talk to kids today that are 28 years old, 29 years old. They don't know nothing about Hitler. They go, I know who he is. I heard his name, but they don't know the story. So when people come here, you know, we came here for a good life. I mean, I don't even speak Italian. My great grandfather came here, and he didn't want us to learn Italian. He says, "Listen, we came to America to get away from the communists, you know, Mussolini and all that stuff." So we came here. The problem is that I don't have a problem with people coming here, not at all. You want to come here and you want to better your life, I'm all for it. The problem is we don't know anybody's history. They don't have arrest records, you know, like. We have a record. If you get arrested when you're 14, 15, we have a record. People come in, they have fake IDs. We have no idea if they're murderers.
Yeah, no, they're not documented. That's the term, documented. Italians, when they came here, we came to Ellis Island, we had to be documented. Everything we did.
Yeah.
They come here like come and goes, and half of them, they go back. After they make their money, they go back to Mexico or
that's the biggest,
or they send it all back. Or they send all the money back.
Well,
restrictions.
They're smart, right? They're smart in a way because we're the dummies. Because here's the thing: we make money and we spend the money in our community. We put it back into the community. They send all their money, and then they go live there like kings. So who's the stupid?
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
No,
it's a scam. It's a real scam.
This whole thing with the borders. I get enough arguments with people all the time. They're like, we shouldn't have a border. That's racist. And people throw out the word racist. They don't even know what the fuck the word means. You know what I mean? But I tell people, they go, we don't need a wall and blah, blah, blah. I go, hey, you know, I know something. You got a house. You got a backyard. Yeah. You got a fence. Yeah. Why? Take your fence down. Just let anybody sit in your hot tub at night. Let anybody use your barbecue.
Yeah, let them walk in your garage and just do whatever.
Well, the ones that are making the laws, they all live in gated communities. They're all in Highland Park and North Shore and all this. They we gotta help people. You don't want them living next door. You don't want them coming to your house. I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting what's going on in this country.
You know,
go ahead.
When I grew up in Cicero, and Steve knows, you know, most of my friends are either Puerto Rican or Mexican today. I hardly have Italian friends today. Right. But growing up in Cicero, when I was a kid in grammar school, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, my best friends were Hispanic. I didn't know the difference between them and Italians. They were just my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm still friends with them today, you know?
Yeah. No, that's another great point. They've caused a lot of division. This Columbus statue thing really, really broke my heart and really put a divide in a lot of. I was a pretty open-minded guy. Let's help these people. But when they did that, everything's off the board with me now.
Yeah, that was crazy. I got a video in front of the statue. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what?
Oh, they were brutal. They were brutal.
People don't care.
I mean, in Chicago here, they took down 3 of them, and this mayor allowed it, but it caused the division. It caused, and the blacks, they come in. Well, it should go down. You slaves. What the? You know what?
I don't even know if their
country was selling slaves.
It's history, though. It's history. You can't pick and choose. Like, they want to take down the Civil War generals from down south. Right. They were generals. It was part of history. You can't take that away from them.
You go in the South and the blacks are flying the Confederate flag on their front porch.
Because it's not a racist statement, man. It's not.
You know, and the thing I hate and this is what I hate about, like,
can you hear me?
The government and the media, they get everyone to hate.
Can you hear me?
You know,
lost my audio.
You lost.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
They want the media. The media wants to disrupt everybody's lives.
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you.
They're
like,
hear you. This one's Columbus with slaves.
I hear Dominic.
Yeah.
You can't hear us, Dom.
I'm right here.
I know I hear you, but he doesn't hear
I can hear him.
Oh, you hear him, Steve?
Yeah.
How about you, Joe?
No, his audio clicked out, so I think he's going to log back in.
It sounds like a robot right now. Hold on.
Dom, how's the restaurant doing? Oh, he's gone too. What the fuck? I thought we were coming on here to talk about the outfit.
Yeah, right. I want to talk about the.
I don't want to talk about this shit.
Let's go. Let's roll. I'll roll whatever you want.
Fuck this shit.
What?
Let's
No,
talk
you take
outfit.
it.
Shit.
Better?
I'm back. Can you hear me now?
There you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was running your show while you were gone.
Hold on.
So this thing about slavery and all this shit. This is how they keep people uneducated. Way before America was even founded, the Arabs enslaved over 12 million blacks, and they used to castrate the men so they couldn't reproduce. But everybody was a slave. The Irish were slaves. The Jews, the Italians, we all had it. We didn't invent it.
Joe, you brought up a good. Where's all the outfits? The kids standing up.
If Staxx is gone, does that mean we're still live?
I don't think we're live. He's taping, right, Steve?
No, we're live.
Live.
I don't think he was
Yeah, you're
prepared for
right.
this tonight.
Yeah.
Is anybody watching the comments?
Yeah.
I can't
I
see
can't
one
comment
comment.
on them.
I don't even know how do you even see it?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, you got to
Oh,
click
here, I
on
can see-
comments
oh,
on the
wait.
right.
Oh yeah! Oh wow!
I don't know. I've never
Learned
used this
something
program.
on.
So I usually use other stuff.
They're saying that Dominic Capone's a good-looking guy. Let's see. Wait.
Oh yeah, I see. There's a lot of those comments.
That Joey Seifert is cute.
Tom, you get a cut of anything from the studio downtown that
Stevie
just sold?
Bullock.
No.
He's got a lot of hits.
No.
It's a lot of hits.
That's a big sale, huh?
Yeah, right.
$1 billion?
That's crazy, man.
You see that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Is he on or is he Bill?
I don't know. He's having trouble with his audio.
Yeah.
Bill, I
Bill,
cannot hear anything. I
Are
don't
you
know what's
back or
going
what?
on here.
you're getting a lot
You
of
still
hits
out?
here on comments.
Don't worry, I'm running it for you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
You can
we
hear
can
me?
hear you.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can hear you.
It's the Democrats.
Hold on
They shut him
a
down.
minute.
Lightfoot.
Hey, Cokes,
Yeah.
tell me where you used to, when you were a kid, when you still had hair. Tell me where you used to get your hair cut at.
You know what I did? I think it was Capelli's downtown.
Capelli's?
Yeah. I thought Judas was the.
Is that the one-eyed barber?
Huh?
Is that the one-eyed barber?
That's Igor.
Oh, that's Igor.
Igor. I wouldn't let him touch my hair. He used to cut,
cut good half of it.
Hey, Willie Massino's. Willie was in
Yeah.
there all the time.
I used to detail Willie's car.
Did you?
Now, Steve, you got on your side. You got who? You got Massino or Messina?
Messina.
Can you hear me?
Messina,
Yeah.
right?
I hear you, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Bro, my thing oh, I
You
can't even do anything. I can't hear nothing. I'm like
I can hear you.
stuck here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know what to do.
He's clicking out. Steve, how's Butch?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I'm probably gonna give him a call tomorrow and stuff. See what's
Yeah, you
going
gotta give
on.
him a call.
Yeah,
See how he's doing.
Yeah, get together pretty soon, do something.
Staxx didn't know about your car accident?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, we've been talking over the last few weeks and doing these podcasts. So, there's so much to it. I was only able to get to like a little bit of it. But we've been doing one like couple every week and stuff. So we've been touching base about certain things and going over it. And I don't know. We'll slowly get to it because I guess I forgot to tell him about the car accident.
Yeah, it's a pretty big part of your story.
Yeah.
That was a pretty bad car accident.
Yeah. So now my hip is starting to go now.
Did you tell him about getting shot in the alley?
Yeah. Yeah. We just were talking about that on the last podcast about when I got shot in the alley. You weren't with me. I took James Forney there.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me about it.
Yeah.
And then I told him that one day that you and I drove around and I had my cameras in the car and I was recording.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. We got to get together soon.
Yeah.
I know you just did you finish all your stuff?
We're gonna for the new show that we're gonna do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, mine's done. Mine's done.
Yeah,
the book's coming out. The book's coming out Black Friday. It'll be on Amazon. You can go on like Wild Blue Press and buy it, and then I'm gonna have like autographed copies that I'm gonna do separate.
Great.
And then we're hoping that the documentary comes out hopefully end of December. I'm hoping it comes out this year.
Yeah, that'd be good. Like I said, I had seen a little bit of it at the studio and stuff. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen anything that they've done.
On your story?
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, I seen it. It was pretty good.
I haven't seen it put together, but I was there, every day shooting.
Yeah, no, I seen it when it was put together. I mean, not the entire thing, obviously, but they let me peek it, and it was like a one-time thing. And when I seen it, I was like, wow, it was really good. I think you'll be really happy once you see it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I like it.
The studio does good work.
Yeah, I know. I talked to a lot of people about that. You've seen most of the stuff, right, Dominic, from Forney?
Yeah, it looked really good, man. I was really impressed with it.
Yeah, he's a great guy, man. I like him. He said that he'll be back around Thanksgiving. He's in Texas.
Yeah, they were in Texas on a shoot. And then I think they got to stop in New York.
Oh, wow. He's always on the go and stuff. So, yeah, he told me he'll be back on Thanksgiving, and then he'll get back to me around then. And I don't know, see what he does.
Yeah. Did any of the authors get a hold of you? Nothing yet?
No.
I know a lot of them have been super busy. I've been trying to track down a couple for some other projects too.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's been rough.
I know that he's trying to hit those deadlines and stuff. So I figure, I don't want to pressure him and stuff.
Where'd your guy? Where'd your guy go, Steve?
You know what? I'm gonna try to.
He said he couldn't hear and he logged out.
Yeah, your comments are some great comments, man.
The comments, Elizabeth Coppola. It's going to be on the Reels Network, the documentary.
That was my channel. My show was on.
Right?
I remember.
Yeah, my reality show was on Reels.
Yeah. They still play reruns of that or no? They still play it or no?
I think they do in South America because periodically I'll get someone message me from like Colombia or like Brazil, and they're like, "I saw you on TV,"
Hey, Dominic,
really? That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Your body, Stevie Bullets. Are you single?
No, I'm married. Married with 3 kids.
She'll track you down.
Oh, they want to know who started the outfit.
Go take it. Who started it, Frank?
I'm gonna Capone.
El Capone. Actually, the New York guy started. Capone came here, took over for, I think.
Oh, what year and who started it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was around a long time. I mean, they started it. They started it in Italy,
Yeah, the Cosa Nostra. But in Chicago, it was definitely Capone that really elevated everything. El Capone, Tony Accardo took it from him. And then, you got Giancana and the Ayupas and the Cerrones. And then
RV Doc wants to know if anybody knows Sally D.
Sally D.
Is it Sally? No, Sally. Oh, they put Sally. Yeah, it's Sally.
Sally D.
Wait here, Stevie.
Well, the thing
I'm
is,
back. It's working now. Is it good?
All right,
There we are.
We're reading some of your comments here.
I'm like, damn, I'm ready to just smash the computer and just keep it moving, man. Like, they can handle the show by themselves.
Hey, no, Bill, we need you. Hey, Billy, the couple were asking who we are. I mean, Capone is a relation to the Capone family. I had ties to the Calabreses and the Franzos. Stevie Bullets, he's got to say who he is because I don't want to hurt him because his people are still active. Joey Seaford's been the guy organizing us all, to get the information out there between, the outfit and the politicians. But
I'm just the producer.
You're just a producer. Yeah, his father was killed by these guys, by Lombardo and the whole Grand Avenue crew. So we're all people that have seen it all and done it all. We still see a lot of crap. The city is still being run by those same people indirectly.
Well, Frank, don't forget that my other blood that runs through me is the Frotto bloodline.
Right.
I got both.
Right.
You know,
Frotto's still alive. He's still alive.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that about me. They don't really know that I'm related by blood to the Frottos.
Right. Well, it's almost like Albie Vina. You try to stay low key now because Albie's probably the last real Grand Avenue guy with any kind of real fear. They don't want to go to jail for life. The G, wants to put Frotto away forever, and they want to put Albie still. They let the drug dealers run around wild, but the Italians, they get off on grabbing the Italians.
Yeah,
but they wait till you guys, they wait till everybody gets old.
Right.
When they're like 80 years old, then they get you.
They can't even go out through the newspaper.
Then they throw the Rico at you and get you down.
Right. Oh yeah.
What the sad about this whole thing of what's sad about it is that the streets were actually safer when the mob was running town.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You didn't have these carjackings.
As long as you stayed on their good side, yeah.
Never had carjackings, never had any of that. None of that nonsense,
Deadly Associates is the name of your book, right, Joey?
Right. It'll be you can get it on Amazon, you can get it on Wild Blue Press website, and then I'll be posting a website on Facebook where you can order signed copies.
I got mine.
We got to do that separate.
Here.
Does anyone else have a book here?
Here's Joey's book.
There he is.
Joey's got a good book here, man.
It looks the
Anybody
same.
out there, if you want his book, contact Joey Seaford. It's great. Deadly Associates. He mentions the Jewish people quite a bit too. Who are you? Was it Weiner or?
Yeah, Irv Weiner.
Yeah. Well, because the Jews had a mob too. It's not just the
everybody's
Italians.
got a mob.
Yeah, all of them had a
Everybody's
mob.
got a mob.
Yeah.
It's just they go after the Italians the most.
Oh, if you got a vowel, you're in
They had the
trouble.
most power.
Hey, the politics. You can't run for office. You can't run for office if you're Italian. You're a gangster. You're a mob. Well, you know what? This crap wouldn't be going on in Chicago if you had an Italian in charge.
Well, look at who had the most power.
This is Joey Seaford's book, Deadly Associates.
Good book. Good book.
So
Good
look
book.
who in Chicago had the most power. In the 70s, it was definitely the Italians.
The Italians.
What does the
Chinatown.
Chicago? What do you guys think the Chicago outfit thinks of New York City's five families?
They're a joke.
Do they look at them like that?
Yeah, you got all these guys running around in tracksuits. They all want to look the same. They all buy them at the same store.
Bill, you're there, right? I mean, I don't even give I went to New York. I still think they got some control there.
Yeah.
I still think you guys still got your statues because guys fear these guys will do something. So who's ever left,
In New Haven, they ripped them down. They ripped them down in New Haven, and there's a heavy mob presence in East Haven, Connecticut.
You ask the Chicago guys, and the Chicago guys will always say that they're more power than the New York guys ever had.
Of course, and then if
One
you ask
Chicago
the New York
guy,
guys,
5 New York guys to do it. One
Joe,
Chicago
you're
guy.
100% right. What Chicago?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's what they say.
No. What we had, it was a different type of setup. We didn't have the 5 boroughs, but we were intertwined with the politicians. Strong. We got Kennedy elected the Italian.
And there was only one
they came to
family.
Chicago. Right.
Right.
Exactly. Ricardo was the boss. He was the boss. He controlled everything.
So it wasn't like a ragtag group of people all over the city. They knew their positions and what to do, right?
Right. Lumpy was to be their CEO, the guy that killed Joey's father. Lumpy was the guy that these old timers would call in and say, "This is what we want done. This is Iupa, Cerrone, Accardo." Even Giancana, but Giancana was a sort of different era too. But Lumpy was the guy. He was the that I remember. He was the guy.
Melrose Park Social Club. Did you guys know that place?
Yeah.
Melrose Park Social Club.
Melrose Park was minor league. Chicago was where it was at. These guys. Melrose Park was tough. Melrose Park.
Grand Avenue crew was it.
Who?
Mooch on Amusements.
if you want to talk power, the Grand Avenue crew was power.
They were power. They were the tough. I'd say the toughest.
Yeah, more than the rest.
Right. Lumbee had a crew of guys that were tough. Melrose had a lot of them moved, like Elmwood Park. A lot of them Grand Avenue guys and Taylor Street guys moved to the suburbs, just like in the Sopranos movie when he went out to the suburbs. But Elmwood Park, Melrose, Schiller, all the Italians moved out.
Norridge.
Right. But Chicago, you're right. You're correct, Bill. Where New York had all these different factions, different families. Chicago was controlled by, one guy, and
Chicago was quiet. You could be standing next to one of the guys in a deli. You would have no idea who he was, and he could be the most powerful guy in the city. You didn't know. In New York, they were very flashy, very flamboyant, and flashy.
Yeah, they want you to know who they are.
Yeah. Chicago is a complete opposite. They don't want they don't want you to know.
Right.
Yeah, but so when a maid guy walks into like a restaurant in Chicago, do they like, oh, you come over here, VIP everything, they pay for everything, they don't ever have to pay for anything?
I mean, it's not like loud like that. They go to the restaurants they go to, they know.
And they know the restaurants. Yeah. No, they're not. Willie Massino was a top killer. He used to come and get his hair cut by Igor, he was called. He was a one-eyed barber. One-eyed barber the Alpha guys would go to. And I'd go in there, and he was this older guy sitting at this little round table in back. And, hey, what's up? I didn't even know who it was. I didn't. I come in, hey, Igor, what's up? I'm talking. So I start talking. This Willie Massino goes, hey, lower your voice. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck was Willie Massino? He was like, I don't know. And then this Igor calls me in back and says, he goes, hey, don't be talking that fucking.
The one-eyed guy comes up. I would have poked him in his other eye.
They let him cut his hair because he cut it for nothing. Those guys, Billy and them. I think Lumbee even went to him. Lou Del Medico was his name. He was the barber to the outfit.
Here's a picture of the clown, Joey the Clown Lombardo.
He was.
Did he hate that name?
I don't think he liked it. And then these people now, he's dead. They're talking, but when he was alive, if you ever said something about him, he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Make fun of him.
Oh, what? Right, was he like a real violent guy, like a real physical guy?
Killer. He's a fucking psycho killer.
I mean, look at his pictures, though. He's a comedian, man.
He sent when he got out of prison the last time. He put an ad in the paper said, "I'm no longer in the mob.
Full page ad.
I'm out. Don't come and talk to me about the mob."
Yeah, he put a full page ad and said that he put his an ad in if you see me doing anything or hanging around with people or whatever to contact my probation officer. All this shit. Yeah, full page.
A small group of guys he was trusted. Carlos Sarlo, the Sarlos. The boxing guy, but when he came around, I mean, they make him out to be a clown. The guy was a sharp man. He was a money.
He was sharp. He controlled all the money.
Yeah, right.
All of it.
He went to Vegas. He's the one who put Spilotro there.
Mm-hmm.
Put Tony Spilotro. That's why he took a lot of shit for that.
What are you talking about editing? This is live, my friend. They're like, whoever did the editing needs to be whacked.
Well, let's invite him over to the studio. Let's see how. Yeah. Let him tell us how to do it.
Yeah, come have a deep dish, man.
It's hard to do editing with no fingers.
They'll tell him to put four guys from Chicago together and try to edit it.
I've been to Chicago before. My father drowned on the Mississippi River in Illinois, and I had his funeral out there. And thanks, man. He died in by Rock Island, Illinois.
Yeah,
Muscatine, Iowa, right in between the two states. Yeah, it was a boating.
A swimming accident?
No, he lived on a sailboat, and he was driving the sailboat up the river, and a bunch of logs hit the boat, and it sank, and he drowned.
Wow.
He went missing 40 days. They found his body 40 days later.
Oh, God.
It's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But they found him, so I'm just happy for that,
Yeah, that's good. You get some closure out of it.
Yeah, sometimes they don't ever find people's bodies that go missing in that river.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's other like the Cal Sag up here. You go in there and nothing's getting found.
Yeah.
What is the main way that the Chicago outfit guys would get rid of the people that they had problems with? Would they leave them in the street? Would they keep them in the trunk? Would they just bring them to a landfill?
It depends.
Depends on who it was.
And if they wanted to send a message, most of the time
Yeah.
they didn't want the guy found. They still can't find Hoffa, right? Hoffa, they claimed the Chicago guys hit him. I know they're saying in the movies there's this and that. Go ahead, Tom.
They put Hoffa. They cremated him in his body.
Yeah,
They're in New Jersey right now as we
they're-
speak, digging up Hoffa.
Somebody was screwing around with them. So on their deathbed, they give him go run on this wild goose chase.
Yeah,
They cremated him in a funeral home in the middle of the night.
I agree because they were too confident that nobody could find him.
That's the best way to do it. Kills everything,
But the outfit in Chicago was known for shooting a guy, choking him. Ken Ito was huge because he beat it. Two guys, Cattuso, Campisi tried to kill this guy Ken Ito. They thought he was beefing. They went and tried to shoot. That was their MO. Go and tell him we're meeting somewhere and we're going to talk. They got him in a car. They tried to shoot him twice in the head, and the bullets bounced off his head, and the guy lived.
Bless you.
But that was their MO. The MO was, tell them we're going to meet somewhere, and then you didn't know if they're going to,
Yeah, it was always your friend.
Right.
Yeah, they had the Calabrese necktie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So all this talk about what you guys. That's why I created my brand. I have a brand called The Inner Circle, and that's like what. I got a new hoodie coming out. I'm releasing it in 2 weeks, and it's a Hitman hoodie. And basically, what it stands for on the back of it, it's going to say betrayed. So, like all my hoodies, my whole brand is based off of loyalty, trust, and respect. So, like if you go to my website, theinnercircle.net, you'll see my hoodies, and they're labeled as the boss hoodie, the underboss hoodie, the soldier hoodie. You guys got them. And I have one coming out called the Hitman. It's going to say betrayed on there because really, usually when you get hit, it's by someone that you were once close with.
It's true.
And they get close to you.
Yeah, you get betrayed, right? So that's typically how that works. But
look at Gene Kana.
Yeah,
that's a great idea for a brand, man.
Yeah, you should check it out. Write
that here. Let me just write that here.
Yeah. The Inner Circle.
I'll check it out definitely, man. I'm looking for a new hoodie.
So this is my logo. So it stands for the Roman numeral 3 because I'm the third Dominic. So it stands for loyalty, trust, and respect. The boomerangs is what goes around in life comes around, and then it's all within your inner circle. So we all have an inner circle of friends. So my inner circle. Joey might have his own inner circle. Steve's got his own inner circle, and I have my own inner circle. But their guys might not be part of mine, but they're part of mine. You know what I'm saying? So we all have fractions of an inner circle, and that's why I created the brand because it's a brand with a meaning. So when you want to buy your buddy something, you get them an inner circle hoodie. It has meaning to it. If I see you're wearing my hoodie, you're telling me that you live by those 3 words: loyalty, trust, respect. Right? You don't learn that stuff. Your loyalty is something that you're born with. Yeah. Trust is something that is earned. And then my whole thing with loyalty is something like respect. That's kind of given, right? That's you're given respect. So when you guys were talking about that it just made me think about it,
Yeah, man, that's a great idea for.
They're super good quality hoodies too.
Yeah, it's all reflective. So my logo is black with silver, metallic.
So direct traffic.
So this is all reflective. All my logos are all reflective. And
he said you could direct traffic with it.
Yeah. Well,
that's awesome, man.
Nice. I got the white one.
Yeah, and I won't make any more white ones, Steve. You got like one of 3 people that own a white hoodie. I don't make them. I only make black ones. I only made them for certain people.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna get one. Definitely.
Yeah, you'll like them, man. They're nice.
Yeah,
definitely.
I need
I'm
a
working-
limited edition red one, Dom.
Right, I'm
No red.
Damn, I had to ask you something. I forgot, man. I got to start writing the questions down when I do this.
Yeah.
Here's my
Um,
cigar lighters. My buddy want me to show you. These are my lighters because we're all cigar smokers. So it's a torch lighter.
Does that have the
And,
clip thing for the end?
And the ashtray. You got ashtrays, right?
The bottom's got a punch on it on the bottom, and then you take off the bottom. It's a little stand for the cigar, and then I got a poker in there for your. So these are on my website as well.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's a great gift, man. My buddy smokes cigars. I mean, what the hell do you get your friends for like their birthday or something? I mean, another $30 Home Depot gift card. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, how many of those do you get for Christmas?
Right.
Get a pile of them. I mean, guys like us, we're the cigar smoking type of guys, you know?
yeah. Yeah, you never know what to get your friends. You know, I mean, it's like your friend's birthday's coming up. It's like, what the hell do you get them? You know, I mean, I'm gonna go buy my friend an Adidas hoodie, but that don't have no meaning to it. You know?
Yeah. So what do you guys know? What's the latest situation with the mob out there in Chicago? Is there any indictments lately? Was there anything in the news about them or nothing like that?
I haven't heard anything. No.
Why? How
I
can you
heard
indict
nothing.
somebody? Is the government? They're the government here. They got contracts at O'Hare. They got contracts at the merchandise mart. There shouldn't be no
mob
more
is
indictment.
the
You know the way,
politicians.
huh?
The politicians are the mafia now.
Right.
You know?
Trump
Yeah, they
was
just
coming
switched.
after these guys. Trump was coming after the Democratic mob, but then he lost. Now Biden lays low. These guys
Well,
are going to rely on.
he didn't lose. You're not telling me that a guy that had 20
No, he
people
didn't.
show
No,
up to
no,
the
I agree.
rally won.
Cool. When are you running for office, Coconati?
Probably next year.
2024. You gonna run for president?
He should, man. I'll vote for him.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be your Secretary of War.
He froze, man.
Oh, Dominic froze.
Oh, I'm sure he had plenty to say too.
No,
Steve, what's the word in Cicero? What's going on over there? Get any more of them? Those calzones that we shot at?
No, I got to go back over there and stuff and visit the neighborhood and stuff. I was actually going to do it. I was thinking about going live over there and doing it, but be too late. Maybe tomorrow or the next day or something. Let's
go to my pizzeria and do it, Steve.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm down for.
How has the violence been out there? Has the violence been calmed down out in Chicago?
No, are you kidding me?
Got a lot of carjackings now.
Yeah,
Constant.
carjackings. Huh?
Out here in my
Yeah.
town, man, you can't go to the gas station and leave your car running because people jump in them and take off.
Yeah, they take off.
Yeah, it's
They
right near
They just hit the Louis Vuitton over here in a real wealthy neighborhood. Took $100,000 worth of Louis.
I seen that on the news, man.
Crazy.
They
I mean,
know they
it's-
They know they.
That's
can
the
get away
second
with it.
time at that store too.
Because it's a misdemeanor now, right?
At
They
the
changed the
Northbrook
laws.
store.
Yeah, they're not
That's the
locking up.
second
petty
time they hit
theft.
that Northbrook store.
they hit Northbrook and then they just hit Oakbrook now.
Oakbrook.
You know, and it's ridiculous, man. I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but in today's day and age, crime does pay.
Once
I
they
don't know,
change
man.
the laws, yeah.
I beg to differ because I haven't been in prison in the last 11 years, and I've
missed
been.
the
Come to Chicago. Kim Fox will let you out 2 hours later. You can go rob another. Go rob Gucci afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they're
not
gonna
me,
change it
man. I'm
to
staying
They're about to change
clear.
it to, no cash bail.
Yeah, people keep
Beginning of
doing
the
stuff
year.
like that, man.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of it's going to be crazy.
Yo, Baby Wolfpack says, Steve, is Jimmy still around? Cicero?
Cicero,
Prob-
Jimmy I.
Oh, I don't
Probably
know.
the
who that
outfit
is.
boss by now, he said.
I don't know who that is.
He doesn't know who it is.
Salute to Richard.
Never heard of him.
Nothing.
Never heard of that guy.
Joey D was the last DeFranzo.
Maybe.
Come down to Washington Park and meet the crew acting tough on podcasts in the studio. The fuck out of here, you cornball! Get the fuck punk
Hey,
bitch.
I can't stand
See you
fucking
later.
idiot.
Acting tough on a podcast.
We don't have to act tough. We're all fucking street guys, you know.
I know. I already been in the streets. I'm far away from that place, and I don't want to go back. So don't make me go back.
What happened to Frank? Frank's out.
Yeah, he froze up and it booted him. Yeah.
Or Kim Fox probably had her George Soros cut his internet.
Yeah, I like Frank Coconati. A lot of people told me to stay away from him and stuff like that. But
Well, he calls people out. The thing is, he calls people out.
right.
You know, and you know the biggest problem is today, people aren't put in their place. That's the biggest problem with today's society.
Yeah, like, oh, don't hurt their feelings. Don't
Yeah,
do
no, I
that.
like Frank. I told him.
Nah, man.
And listen, he was the first guy when I had some issue with my son. Frank Coconati was the first one. I had to actually tell him to back down because he was ready to go, and he didn't really know me that well and stuff. And you know, like I said, I had been following him for a while, like on Facebook and social media, and checking him out. And you know, I like the guy because I respect what he's about. That he, you know, speaks his mind. He doesn't back down. You know,
Frank's welcome on this show anytime, man.
Yeah, no, Frank's
you
a
guys
great-
too, man.
A lot of times the guys don't like him because he knows people's dirty secrets. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
He's not afraid to talk about it.
Right. So
Yeah.
when you know someone's secrets, they you know, really, if they were smart, they'd fucking keep them closer to them. You know what I mean? But
Right. Yeah, no, I like Frank a lot. You know what? And like I said, when I had an issue with like my son and stuff, Frank was the first guy to step up, and he was ready to go. You know, and I needed that political power behind me. And
Hey, Joey, what's up with the podcast? Someone's asking.
VPod Network. So we did a show on the VPod Network here in Chicago. It was 13 episodes, and then they released it on YouTube. So it was getting a lot of traction. We'll be coming back soon with a second season, but we're changing it up a little bit. So it's gonna be a little different. We're gonna add some people and add some other stuff to it. We'll make an announcement in the next week or so here.
That'll be awesome. And I'm gonna get you on for a one-on-one interview so we can go through your story. And you too, Dominic. If we could set it up, man.
Yeah, just let me know.
I keep my go ahead, Joey.
Well, I was just saying, just let me know when.
Yeah. Yeah, Dominic, we could set it up someday, do a one-on-one interview.
I'm not too interested. I mean, like, I'm not that interesting, I don't think, to people anymore.
Dominic's pretty boring. All he does is
people would love it, man.
I had a nice little crew, but we didn't, you know, we never got the publicity that a lot of the other guys had. So my stuff was more under the table type of stories, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
All Dom does now is star in movies and smoke cigars.
That's it.
So you can talk about that, man.
And I love food. You know, that's it.
Yeah, it's a good restaurant.
Do you guys know Sally D?
Yeah. Of course.
Heard of him?
Of course they do. Yeah,
we
man.
we basically know who everybody is. You know, we just we
It's not
stay
that-
out of that.
Chicago is. I mean, when I went to Chicago, I just went, hung out a little while, ate a pizza, and then went to my next destination. But is it like a real big city?
I got a police helicopter flying over me for 2 hours already right now.
They're watching you. That's your.
There he is.
Mike.
There he is.
Hey,
Hey, you guys, am I in or what?
Yeah,
you're in, man.
You're here.
I couldn't answer.
What's going on, man?
Live.
I got a little busy there, you see.
Oh yeah. So he's at the club right now. Staxx.
It's dinner
Poker
time.
club.
Hell yeah, man. And if the audience doesn't know, I'm doing a toy drive. So if anyone wants to donate, you can send.
I could ask these guys here. Can you see?
That's my buddy Mike Gampa.
That's awesome,
What's
man.
up, Mike?
He's got his own poker club and stuff. And
Everybody get their orders right? You guys welcome. Nice, Andrew.
Damn, man. Where's that at? I'm gonna go there next week.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man,
just
it's
seen
nice.
it, right?
It's got a real nice
I
club.
know. Look what I bought
Mike?
at the Italian bakery. See that?
Yeah.
I met Mike. Steve, I met Michael a couple times.
What
Yeah,
happened?
he's great. You like him, right?
I met Mike. I met you a couple times.
How does it make it better if you
Right. That's mine.
while other criminals
Just put it right there. I'm sorry.
This
I don't
guy
have
says he
earbuds.
knows you. Primo
I met
says
you
he
a couple
knows
times.
you. Frankie's.
What do we play?
This guy Frankie says
Where?
he knows you. Primo, Frankie's,
Hey,
buddy.
Frankie, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, he said, "How you doing?"
Good. How you doing, Frank? How many guys are there? I'm trying to count now.
So there's
four of us.
there's
Coconati was
Well,
on here, but he got bumped off.
Hi,
by
guys.
what's up, man? So there's
Sorry
people.
for the confusion.
It's all right. There's people watching, and then there's 5 people on the panel.
Oh, okay. I'm in my office now. I don't know. It's a little loud in there.
Yeah, so Mike App is the poker king. Tell him about yourself, Mike.
Tell us about yourself, man.
What do you want to know? Where do you want me to start?
How you
What
started
did you
the
win in
neighborhood
Vegas?
with
How
the
much
poker
you win in
games.
Vegas?
How much did I win in Vegas? I didn't do too good. I just came back. I played in 10 tournaments and I zeroed. I didn't do good. It sucked.
Oh,
Oh man.
Yeah.
looked like you were having fun though.
Yeah. Oh, I always had fun. I went to see Rod Stewart. I took my wife to see Rod Stewart, so that was fun. But I didn't know that, she didn't have the COVID shots done. And because of that, we had to wait a half hour extra and get her. They had to swab her and stuff, make sure she didn't have COVID.
Oh, they gotta test you before you go to a concert.
show.
Rod Stewart, yeah. How you like that? And you know what else?
The
There was
IRS could be
lines out
listening.
the
Someone
door.
said.
Oh my God! There was lines out the door to enter the tournaments. You had to show them both cards, both COVID cards, and you got to get this an app called Clear. You guys ever hear of it?
No.
An app like on your phone. It takes a picture of your cards. It takes a picture of you and everything else. It's crazy. To enter the World Series of Poker. Come on, man.
Tony
You know what I mean?
Calabrese.
And not only that, but look at the time of year. We did it. It's the last year for it being at the Rio. So we decided to go and stay at the Rio to say goodbye to the Rio because it's the last year for it. It won't be in existence next year.
They're gonna demolish it.
I don't think they're going to demolish it. I think El Dorado or someone bought it and they're going to remodel it and all that. But the World Series isn't going to be there anymore. They're going to move it to, I want to say Belly's. They maybe have a convention center or something, but it was fun. But it's still not 100% open, like Vegas. You know what I mean? You got to wear a mask.
Some states are different than others, man. In my state, they don't even care. People are walking around no masks in the stores and stuff. So
Are you in a different state?
Yeah, I'm in Connecticut.
Oh, you're in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Oh, nice meeting you. Who's Frankie? Over here? It's Joey. How you doing, Joey? Frankie
Joey's
left?
here. Yeah, he bounced out.
He jumped off.
What's up, Joey?
Not much. How are you?
You got the beard. You got the beard trim, huh?
A little bit.
Looks good, brother.
Thanks.
You guys want to see? This is what the club looks like. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
That's an awesome spot, man.
Then, what do you want? But this is like a break time. What do you want, Mo?
Yeah, I've been there.
That's awesome,
Is
man.
that for Anthony? All right. Mike, what do you want? Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I do.
Looks like a fun job, man.
It is. It's up my alley. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you good at something and you gotta like going to work, like, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And got all the games on. Can you see the TVs? Got the Bulls
Yep.
on right now and stuff.
I'm not really a sports guy too much. I'm more of
I
a
love it. Oh, tomorrow I can't wait.
I'm more into the content, man, you know?
Yeah.
You like what?
Making videos and stuff like that. I'm not really into sports.
We have that. I have a channel here that has that. Sometimes I put it on, they laugh. But tomorrow, can't wait because there's a fight on, pretty good fight. A
Who's fighting?
boxing match, super middleweight bout, pay-per-view.
Someone's asking about Wolf Road. What's Wolf Road?
I used to live on Wolf Road.
Melrose Park area.
What about Wolf Road? I used to live there.
Primo. Yeah, Primo said
Primo?
he knows you from there.
Yeah,
Frankie's
hi, Primo.
his little brother, he said. Frankie is his brother.
Frankie's my little brother, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the older one.
I'd like to know if he has any stories about Maniac Tony Hatch or Tony Calabrese.
I don't. I know somebody that used to run with Tony, but Calabrese, but I don't have any stories. I don't know him.
Oh man, police stories I got. They don't stop from the old days. Are you kidding me? I used to hang with. I mean, when you play cards, I used to box out of Fowler Park, right? And my friend Bobby Avenatti took me to my first.
He just said you were a good boxer.
Yeah, I was pretty decent, middleweight, super middleweight, and I went to my first game through him, and his brother-in-law was one of the top bosses, in the area. So then I moved to Elmwood Park, and out of Elmwood Park, I ran game. I started running my games. And back then, in those days, we're talking back in the late 70s, early 80s, you didn't run games like this unless you had permission. You know what I'm saying? By permission, that's means sponsorship.
Yeah.
That's how you ran. You know what I mean? That's how it was in those days. There was a lot of guys who, got hurt and put out a commission.
From opening their own games?
Yeah, without having the right sponsorship and trying to do it, under the radar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you gotta kick it up to.
You gotta pay your dues. Exactly. Yeah. It's unheard of now. There's so many games going on right now that when I look at it, I reminisce about the days, when I'm used to, and it's hard for me to even believe it. I go, how do these fucking guys get along and do this stuff? Excuse me. Or they have no idea. Okay. I mean, some of the names back then, there was Mousy, Mooney, Singing Joe. These are all like guys from the old days that, people like me know the names, but just like, it's just funny. Joe the Hat.
Johnny No Nose.
Johnny No Nose was he lived like, I had a car lot on Grand Avenue, and he lived right across the street from me. In fact, his son would not leave my house, and I would tell him, "Get the fuck." Can I swear?
Yeah.
I would tell him, "Get the fuck out of here, man." I mean, your dad's gonna know you were here. He's gonna, blame me, because he was on the package. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't leave my house. I said, now, John, please get out of here. When I say package on the stuff, you got to remember that back then it was that's him. Yeah. Hi, Johnny. How are you? Very good. I used to, when we go to weddings, I used to play the game Maude. with I was partners with Joey Mez, and I would play against Rocky Lombardo and and those guys like what Joey the Clown's brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
Rocky's still out in Vegas.
Yeah, no, he's not in Vegas now. He was at when I worked at the Stardust, because I worked at the Stardust for a while in Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to go across the park, and over back there used to be a strip joint. I can't remember the name. Strip joint. He used to run the door there, and then all the cab drivers and limo guys would, when they would get duped.
Wasn't that the Crazy
If you would bring customers there, like if someone would say, "Hey, what's the best place to go to?" and if they would bring them to the place that he worked at, then you would get taken care of. But I think he's in Arizona now.
Wasn't
he was very good at.
That
Was that
Crazy Horse? Wasn't that it?
Yeah, Crazy Horse 2.
Yeah,
Crazy Horse 2. You're right. Yeah.
Dominic D'Amico. Do you know him?
He was my guy. Did you just say Marco?
Yeah, Marco D'Amico. Or I said Dominic, right? No, Marco. Marco D'Amico.
No, you got it right. Get it?
Can you continue the deal so I can play?
No, Anthony. I don't wait till I get out of here.
Oh, you're still on the phone?
Okay. Yeah. When I'm done, then I'll get him out of the box. I don't want him in the box. You do it until you got. Okay. All right.
gonna get the slap.
Yeah. You want a fresh one?
He said, "I got a good one for you, Staxx. Ask him about Blackie the cop."
Oh, he was involved with boxing. Wasn't
Hey, whichever Josie.
is that the guy, the cop you're talking about? I think his son was even like Lucky Capuano, man. When Lucky Capuano used to walk into the ring, it was such a heartfelt moment because the bond that he had, and I know that you know him good. They used to kiss, each other, him and his dad. It was just such a night. Didn't care in front of all the crowd. You know what I mean? Kissed his father before the bout. It was beautiful. To me, it was
Pastanetti? Is that what it says, Pastanetti?
Who? Are they asking me about
Ricky Borelli? No, I'm just reading them off.
Yeah. Well, no, it was. I know Rolly.
What about Ricky Borelli, Marco's cousin?
I know Rolly was. His nickname was Rolly. He was like with Mark.
That's what that says, right? Passing it.
Pasente.
The cop.
Pasente, yeah. Primo.
He said that's who the cop was.
The cop, yeah. And one of the cops that I used to, he
Fred
had
Pasente?
like back in the days. What's that? Yeah.
He said Fred
Pasente.
Pasente, yeah.
But maybe he knows Ray DiSilvestri. Ray DiSilvestri used to be in the car business, poker business also, and he also was worked with the boys. Is that my car? Motherfucker.
Stevie's stealing it.
Yeah.
Because you made him get out of the fucking room. He's like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go take his car.
Who's in my car? But, oh my God. And Ray was a cop, Chicago cop, and he used to work for the guys back in the days. And he also ran a poker game in Elmwood Park, like where I did. I grew up in what, like the person said before, on Wolf Road. That was North Lake. I graduated, but I grew up on the west side originally. I went to Austin High School. Guys are not, whoever's familiar over here, that's a pretty bad area, like Madison and Central area. That's where I grew up. And then I went to got blessed and got a house in North Lake, and that's when I went and lived on Wolf Road. And from there, my parents moved back to Italy, and I went on my own, and I lived in, I worked the door in Stone Park at a disco, and I had an
Why'd they move
apartment
back to
upstairs.
Italy? Why'd they move back to Italy for?
They got, my father was old fashioned, and he got fed up with this American ways, because you got to remember that's when all the cocaine and pot and all this kind of crap. He thought that, you know, going back to Italy would resolve that issue with the world, you know, in his mind.
Yeah, like
He
it would
was a
slow it down.
fantastic artist. My father was, I mean, a fantastic artist. He did Tony Accardo's wife, and I was with him as a kid delivering this picture in River Forest. Now, you guys heard of Tony Accardo?
Of course.
Okay, I mean, you can't get any higher,
No, definitely
maybe
not.
Al Capone popularity, but he did his wife's portrait, and I remember going with him and delivering it.
I wonder if I could find it.
You know, it was a portrait of his wife, and it was almost life size. It was so huge. Okay, and what he did was he gave him like a slide screen projector. You got to remember, this is in the 70s, late 80s or something like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the technology we have now, so they gave him a slide projector with a picture of his wife, and he took that and he put it on canvas.
Here he is, right here.
Yeah, there
Tony
he is.
Accardo.
And hey, there's Jackie Sharon too.
See, you know all of them, huh?
Yeah, of course, I had to.
Yeah, I definitely want to get you on for a interview, man.
I lived
one-on-one
in
interview.
Elmwood Park, brother. I mean, these guys were my sponsorship. I mean, it's unbelievable stories I got. I mean,
would you be willing to come on for a one-on-one interview in the future?
Yeah, but it's just a bad time right now. I got the game going on, but I don't mind. I don't know what, I don't mind talking about guys who are gone and stuff like that, but, I don't want to, I mean, I got a lot of friends still, that are, it's not as prominent like the old days, but, they're still around.
Yeah, we could talk about just about the people that are gone and whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah. Oh, I got some stories that you love to hear.
Definitely, man. 100%.
You know what I mean? Some stories that would make, you would be, get the fuck out of here, really.
Yeah, I want to hear it, man. Well, let's set it up.
Sounds good.
Definitely. Thank you for joining me tonight, man.
Sorry about the not knowing how to work this thing. This would probably be better on an iPad, huh? Would it?
I don't know. It's all the same shit, Well,
I was worried about the earplug thing. That I wouldn't need earplugs and this and that. I don't know, But
we'll figure it out.
There's a lot more, like from my life that is. I'm lucky, and I thank God that I survived some moments there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But somebody up there likes me.
Definitely.
You ever see that movie?
No.
Man, you got to watch that movie with Paul Newman. He plays Rocky Graziano. Oh, my God. It's great. Great movie.
I'll check it out.
You'll love it. Check it out. Okay, guys?
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. And I'll definitely set it up and we'll get it going.
Okay, you got it. Appreciate it. Nice talking. You got it.
I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Steve. Thank you, brother. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you guys.
Thank
you. Later, man. All right, man. Thank you, Steve, man. I appreciate you rounding up the troops for me.
And these are all good guys, man. They all can contribute, and they all got a lot of good history and stuff. And like I said, all of us have a connection with the Chicago outfit, and it is what it is, man. And thank you for
Yeah.
having us on the show.
Yeah, definitely, man. So if you guys don't know out there, I'm having a toy drive this Christmas for the kids that are in the homeless shelter. So if you want to help out, you can donate to any of the apps that I have. Or if you don't want to donate to the apps, you can send a gift card or whatever you'd like to send. You can send an unopened toy or a gift card to the P.O. Box. My P.O. Box is P.O. Box 1054 Bristol, Connecticut 06011. And you can send what's it called? Gift card or a gift card for anything, whatever you want to get a gift card for. And you can send an unopened toy to the P.O. Box if you want to help. And if you can't donate, just share the video. And thank you so much for joining me. Best show yet. I'm staying away from that drama, man. I'm definitely going to bring you the best stuff I can. And I got a real good guest coming this Wednesday, Dave Icavetti. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to bring you the best stuff I can. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Till next time, man. Damn, Dominic just popped back in and we're already out. Hey, man.
That's all right. At least I get to come back and say goodbye, at least, you know?
Yeah, we're about to bounce. Thank you for joining us, bro. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. Thank you, Dominic.
No problem, guys. I did what I can, you know?
I'll definitely have you on again if you want to come on, man.
For sure. Let me know. Steve knows,
Yeah.
Steve knows how to get a hold of me.
Yeah,
Definitely, man.
And stuff, you know.
Thank you,
Did
man.
Did Frank ever come back on?
No,
I don't think so. No.
I have to go make sure he didn't get kidnapped.
Yeah. I'll give him a text too, see what's going on with them. But
Thank you, man. All right, man.
guys.
Make sure
Have
you
a
hit the
great
like,
night.
subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And I'll see you next time, folks. Thank you guys, man.